Hi, this is Nicholas Young, a registered migration and education agent from Pathway to Oz. This video explains the process of how to change employers if you're the holder of an employer-sponsored visa. Now please note, all the information provided today is general in nature, but I just want to sort of give you a general overview of what will be required. So obviously, look, it's really common for holders of a temporary employer-sponsored visa subclass 482 or skilled regional employer-sponsored visa subclass 494 to want to change employers. Perhaps you find a better paying position, working at the company is not right for you, or perhaps the business you're working for is going to close. All of these are pretty common scenarios which may lead you to want to change your employer. However, when you are on an employer-sponsored visa, you are technically tied to that one company that is nominating you. So you can legally only work for that one employer. If you want to change to a different employer, you need to follow certain steps. Fortunately, it is possible to change employers. So in order to change employer but still work in the same occupation, you do not need to lodge a completely different application. So if you're working as a carpenter and you want to change to a carpenter at another employer, you don't need to just relodge a completely new visa application. However, under most circumstances, you're going to need to lodge what's called a new nomination, and you can switch to another company which is already a standard business sponsor. So if I'm a carpenter and I work for ABC and the company goes out of business or whatnot, I'm on a 482 and I want to switch to company, ABC Contracting or whatever it is, the other company. The other company, if they're already a standard business sponsor, will just need to lodge a new nomination and that needs to be approved by immigration before I can go and work for the new company. So what is required for a new nomination? So generally speaking, the new employer must advertise the position for at least 4 weeks and demonstrate they can't find an Australian to fill the role. They'll need to give you an employment agreement for the duration of your visa and demonstrate the genuine need for you or for the occupation in the business, as well as the financial capacity to pay your salary. Once the new nomination is granted, your visa will then be linked to the new company. Alright, so how long does it take for a new nomination to be granted? Look, generally speaking, it can take anywhere from a few days to numerous weeks. However, there's no guarantee about how quick it'll take. If the employer needs to lodge a new standard business sponsorship application, then it is going to take longer. When can I start working for the new employer? Well, look, unfortunately, you can only start working for the new employer once the new nomination has been approved. Not once it's lodged, only once it's been approved. And what if I want to change occupations? Well, if you want to change occupations, you need to lodge a completely new nomination and a completely new visa application. So it is a bit more detailed, a bit more lengthy, a bit more costly, process. Please note, once again, all that information is general in nature. If you do want to chat about your specific circumstances, I would recommend doing it with a registered migration agent, such as Pathway to Oz. Thank you.